week, Tommy and I have been prepping the hull of the boat for its new coat of gel coat, which means Tommy's been in the shop for the last 4 days doing nothing but sanding. We have sanded down the entire hull, and I think today is going to be the day that we can start repairing and fixing some of the dings that are on this old hull. We decided the best option is to go ahead and do a new gel coat. That includes sanding, fairing, some structural putty, more sanding, wiping it down, and then eventually getting to the point where we can spray the boat down.
I'll set you up another one too. So when that one dies, all we can do is switch. If I do have another one, which I do.
So I'm gonna start using the Dremel to, like, how would you explain it? Is it like roughing it up? It's exposing fiberglass.
Yeah, like making, honestly, deeper, but it will, the new structural putty will have better grab on it.
Yeah. There's like better explanations for it, but I'm having a hard time explaining what we're doing.
I think you're doing a great job. So this is the worst one right here. From far away, it doesn't look like anything, but it's probably like a 1/4 of an inch deep.
That's the deepest.
Divot, ding, divot.
Dent?
Ding,
hole?
Ding, divot, dent. It's the worst one. So Danielle's gonna grind all this out and then put the structural putty, fill it, have to sand again, and then we'll do fairing compound to smooth it out.
I feel like now is a good time to reiterate that we are beginners at working on boats and we're learning as we go. We're doing a ton of research, so go easy on us in the comments because this is a massive learning experience for us, but we are excited to bring you guys along for it.
All right, got your goggles. All right, yeah, that's perfect.
Do I look good?
You look so good. Tools. I got your backup. And are you ready? Where do you want to start?
What I thought it was going to be like. Throughout this episode, you will see us adding MEKP to most of the products used on the hull.
Okay, I think it's going to have about 15 minutes of working time.
MEKP, or methyl ethyl ketone peroxide, is the catalyst added to polyester resins. As the catalyst mixes with the resin, a chemical reaction occurs, creating heat, which cures or hardens the resin. So you'll hear us talk a lot about working time in this video.
But it's nice because there's not like a sag, so it doesn't fall on you.
Any thoughts and opinions on the sanding process?
It's pretty straightforward. It was like a lot of hand sanding just to get it really smooth, but it looks really good. Everything feels good to the touch, like no bumps when you run your hands over.
Super smooth.
Super smooth. All right, so we just finished sanding down the structural putty. And now we're gonna go over with the polyester fairing. You wanna pass me that so I can show the good people? Go over everything so it's nice and smooth for our gel coat. So we only have 10 to 15 minutes working time, which is fun.
I'm gonna start mixing up the MEKP with the total boat fairing compound that we're using, and we'll get after it. I've just been eyeballing it.
We've learned from previous projects to spend that extra time on detail work. We both took turns sanding the repairs to make sure they were as smooth and seamless as possible so we wouldn't be disappointed in the outcome once gel coat was sprayed on.
Alright, so I just used the air compressor and sprayed off the remainder of the dust on the boat. Then I went through with a rag and acetone, wiped everything down, and now I'm about to start putting up tarps and stuff to protect from overspray for the gel coat tomorrow. We didn't get the best sleep last night because I think we were both a little nervous about the day.
I feel good about it. I feel like we know what we're doing, but it's our first time doing it, so like we're bound to make mistakes. But yeah, I mean,
Can only get better.
we're only gonna do the best that we can, and that's all you can do. Neither of us have ever sprayed gel coat before, but we have sprayed like a topside boat paint before. So this will be a learning experience while also being an important step to get ready. So, ready? And because we have such a short working time with the gel coat mixed with the catalyst, we are going to be using a timer every time we set the cup with new paint, and hopefully that works out for us. I'm already sweating.
Yeah, I know. It's like a sauna suit.
As soon as you put it on, it's like all sweat. We have to do a few test patches and see if the compressor and the gun are working the way we want them to. So let's get going. I'm gonna put these
Tuck them in, yeah.
in here. Okay. My notes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Gel coat is tricky to work with, especially as newbies. Once the catalyst is mixed in the gel coat, there's a short working period before the product begins to set up. We worked in small 8-ounce pours to make sure we wouldn't waste any product and had enough time to clean out the spray gun between each mixed cup.
Looks like it.
We just got through 2 coats of the gel coat without wax. The only parts that we weren't able to paint this time were some of the under parts where our gravity fed gun just like could not reach. So we have, you know, actually we have quite a bit of paint left over. So we're gonna roll and tip the bottom parts that really nobody will ever see. It'll be on the trailer or underwater. So we're still gonna make sure we do that nicely. It's just not detrimental if it doesn't look as nice as we sprayed. This is the part that I'm most excited about though. The steps that we were repairing, oh my gosh, Tommy, they look wild. That is so crazy. We took a lot of time trying to do all the repairs on this with the structural putty, the polyester structural putty, and then the polyester fairing compound. And this is just beyond what I thought it would look like. This is insane.
Gel coat without wax will not cure on its own, but with the catalyst added, it will harden but remain sticky. To cure properly and completely, gel coat needs to be devoid of oxygen. So, on day 2, we applied the final coat of gel coat with wax. Gel coat with wax has had paraffin wax added to it. When the gel coat is catalyzed with MEKP, the wax rises to the surface throughout the cure and keeps the air from contacting the gel coat, which allows the gel coat to fully cure.
What do you think, last cup?
No, probably 2 cups left. This is our second day doing this. I'm just in the same outfit as yesterday. And we finally have like a good flow in the gun. We're on the last of the finish coat, so it's gel coat with wax, and it's turning out really great. I was super hard on how it was looking earlier today because it was still the first 2 coats, and the finish coat is really, really nice.
All right, so this is our, 2 weeks of doing the haul. Most of it was prep, a lot of sanding the original gel coat, and then painted new gel coat. We sanded first with 320 grit, accidentally burnt through some of that gel coat. And now we're going back with 600, getting everything smooth. Who it is like right here. You can see how smooth this is.
Any words about it?
This project's breaking me. No, it's not that bad. It's just figuring out that you have to work in little sections was probably the hardest thing for me. It's getting there. All we have left is polishing.
We started polishing the starboard side of the boat about 2 weeks ago because we had a family vacation in the middle of everything. And that ended up being our trial side of this boat, which sucks, but we had a lot to learn in terms of sanding and what to look for when sanding and how not to oversand. So now we feel a lot better about doing this. The whole other side is polished with 1 cut of the Total Buff rubbing compound. And now we're going to start on the port side. It's heavier than I remember.
We did 3 buffing passes over the entire hull. 2 of the passes were with the Total Boat buffing compound, and the 3rd and final polishing pass was with the Total Boat Total Shine finish compound.
Tommy got this so that we could hit all these little tiny spots along this rim and underneath it. We weren't able to do that with the bigger polisher, and we're knocking it out with this. So.
It took us a few weeks to find our groove and finish up this part of the project, but the shine of the new gel coat makes a huge difference in the appearance of the lower half of the boat. We are thrilled to be moving forward from this daunting task. Stay tuned for our next video as we have jumped right into working on the top side of the boat. Thanks for watching.